So I'm having a chat with Dallas Smith. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Good, yeah, not too bad. Thanks so much. So the latest single of yours that we've been playing is called Hide from a Broken Heart. What can you tell us about the track?
This track was a last-minute addition to the new project we're going to be releasing here, middle of this year, I think. Yeah, it was a song that came in last minute. We sent a few messages out to some songwriter friends of ours in Nashville, and this one was sent over from a buddy of mine, Ernest. And right away, I fell in love with this song. Universal theme. I mean, everybody's been through a heartbreak and had to learn the hard way that you can't run from it. You gotta face and live with that heartbreak in order to get past it. And this one, just the hooks and the melodies, it's a challenging song to sing, a form, which really grabbed my ear. This one stood out as first single and lead off thing of this project. So, yeah.
Yeah, good. And as mentioned, that's coming off a bigger body of work coming out later this year. But obviously, we've been in a pandemic and quarantining and lockdowns and things like that. So what was it like writing, recording a new record under such different circumstances than when you've done it previously?
Yeah, did some recording. I had a little vocal booth installed in my house and proper equipment I need to do it. So I was doing some recording here in Vancouver, Canada, sending my stuff down to Nashville to finish off the record. It was an interesting way to do it, but yeah, it's been very strange up here, as in everybody, going through this too. It's been really odd to release music and not being able to play it over the last couple of years. That's the enjoyable part of the business and being able to do what we do is playing these songs live for people. So, having a new body of work, and hopefully the world's going to open up for good here. I'm looking forward to getting to play these songs for the first time in front of live audiences. It's a big thing.
Yeah, and you get to play it live because at the end of May into June, you are on a tour across the US. I bet you can't wait to be on the road again.
Yeah, we're touring from all the way from the West Coast of Canada all the way to the East Coast. I think around 30 dates. It'll take us a month and a half to go and do it. But yeah, like I said, crowds haven't seen live shows in a while. Me and the guys haven't gotten in a bus and done that. And I think there's gonna be a new level of energy and live music across Canada here for us. Can't wait.
Yeah, for sure. You hoping to venture outside of Canada as well at some point this year?
That's the idea. Yeah, it's been great to be able to do interviews overseas to some new markets. I made it overseas on like my rock band that I was in early 2000s. We made it to Australia and Europe a couple times, in North America obviously, but it's been a minute. And with my solo material, I've been doing this for 10 years solo with my country career, and done a little bit of touring in the U.S. But yeah, my main goal with this new record deal is to expand outside of Canada and hopefully gain some new fans outside our borders and reasons to go out and play some shows to some new fans.
Yeah, definitely. And touching on your time with Default, you obviously broke up and then moved into your solo country stuff. What was it like moving from a rock band to solo and country?
Yeah, it was kind of a natural progression for me. I grew up with a lot of rock, and my mom played a ton of country music when I was growing up. And as I was in a rock band and touring, doing that stuff in my 20s. But as I started maturing and getting older and having a family, and my interest in that just diminished, and I started falling in love with the storytelling and the subject matter of country music that was being released, and it really brought me back to my childhood, reminding me of that influence that my mom had on me. Kind of at the same time when country music was allowing a lot more outside influences coming in, a lot more heavier guitars, a little bit more, you didn't necessarily have to approach country music with the classic twang. It could be a little bit different, and I was able to involve some of the tricks and some of the things that I had done in a rock band, especially with the live show, just a lot of high energy stuff. And I think it separated me from other artists. I've spent all my time here in Vancouver. I never moved down to Nashville, so it's always given me a different perspective on my music, and I think it comes out sounding a bit different and carving my own lane because of those different experiences that I had and different influences I pull from.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously with Default kind of got back together back in 2018 for kind of a reunion support of Stone Temple Pilots. Where are you at now with Default? Is it back to just doing the country stuff, or are you hoping to do something with them again?
Yeah, like we never really truly broke up. It was just kind of just put on pause. We all had different things going on, and we had a good run. It was just time to kind of just take a step aside before, any friendships get wrecked and things like that. It was just time for us to move on. But, we had this opportunity, like you said, to go back on the road together in 2018 with Stone Temple Pilots, which Plush by Stone Temple Pilots was the first cover song I sang with the guys that ended up being Default. So to be able to go back and actually sit down with the guys in Stone Temple Pilots and tell them that, like, I joined this band because I went and sang Stone Temple Pilots song and they liked me. So it was really neat to be able to have that full circle moment with them. And yeah, like there's some Default signed to the same management company that I'm with now, Big Loud Live Nation, and we're kind of looking at ways to revamp some of the old songs that we have. So we're going to have some other artists that we're friends with and have been influenced by joining us on some of these old classic songs that we had.
Amazing. Excellent. And one final thing before we go. There's your Lifted charitable organization. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, mental health issues, it was something that touched me, my family as I was growing up. And, I've got kids now, and I've seen how they're affected by that as well. And then combine that with the pandemic, there was a need for a lot more access and funds directed towards the mental health charities here. Youth just have a hard time accessing that, not knowing where it is. So I really wanted to use my platform to help on that aspect. And we've created this organization where we're going to just raise money in every city we play in and direct it towards youth recovery programs, mental health access, and just to help kids who've had a hard time get a step up and enter into adulthood in the most healthy way possible. And so far, so good. We've raised a lot of money, and some good attention have been brought towards this. So I hope to continue doing this throughout my career.
Amazing. Excellent. Well, Dallas, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you.
Yeah, thank you.